everybody, and welcome back to Prison Architect. So, what we need to do right now is we are going to call in all of our informants. And then hopefully we'll have a good coverage of the prison and we'll be able to get any of the last question marks. Which would be great. As you know, there's at least 3 up there. There's 1 there. You know, right, 1 there as well. I don't like there being question marks, because it can lead to snitches being killed because you just don't know where they are. So we're at 61%, 68%, 70%. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna get it. Come on. She's apparently en route, but she doesn't look like she is. I guess a lot of my guards are busy. Come on. All I want to know is what all the question marks are. Okay, so we've got a couple more lit up, which is great. That means you lot. You can go into protective custody. You can go into protective custody. There we go. Still haven't got all of the question marks, but I don't think we're going to, so we'll just let everyone go now. You can go. We'll just have to get it next time. Oh, looks like all our prisoners have moved into the nicer unit, which is fine. Right, so we've got a couple of prisoners arriving today, which is great. Oh, some tasers have been bought. So how much money do we need to buy that? 30,000. So that's going to be our next aim. So we can build a nice maximum security unit, which is what we want for Claire and Clara. And then we can start bringing in our own maximum security prisoners, which would be great. So now it's time for work. Everyone is going. Or they're having free time, which is great too. I think it's free time before work to make sure everyone can go to the toilet and stuff. Or they can do, oh look, a notebook page. Awesome. There we go. So everyone is nice and happy you are doing. You're the only person doing that reform program? Well, that's fine. Though you're not going to pass, which is a shame. Oh, it looks like we are actually starting to get some laundry over here. And some clothing for our medium security, which is what we wanted. Looks like our families are doing okay as well. Now we've got this area working. And yeah, these lot look all happy too. Yeah, unfortunately they don't have jobs and stuff, but it doesn't matter, they don't need them. You just have to live without. 32 days of that instant, you are. You're a good little prisoner. Though not really. Jesus. Decrease or increase. Okay. So unfortunately, as she has not been in like any reform programs, that means that she hasn't like got anywhere. Hopefully at some point we'll expand down here and we'll be able to add like reform and stuff for the for our protective custody, and then you know they'll have a better chance of being able to be reformed and so on. Our reoffending rate is getting better, which is awesome. And look, we're no longer in any of the minuses, just there. We've got 1% of our paroled early has reoffended. We've had 7 prisoners escape. And our prison value is looking pretty healthy too. Which is awesome if we ever want to build another prison. Right, so. Oh, look at all of these people enjoying their yard time. See, get that spirituality. Get some hygiene. What are you doing? You're getting expected to sleep. The biggest problem for these lot is literacy, but that's okay. Well, when they can have their maximum security area, they can have a library and jobs and all of that cool stuff that they need. It will keep them happy. But the Supermax section will just have the basics. But hopefully, you know, they'll be able to switch between the two. If they're bad, that's when they go into Supermax. You know, it's just cells, showers, canteen. And then, if they're good, they go into maximum security, which is, you know, more of the needs covered. Which is the aim. Oh look, post. You have post. You have some post. Everyone up here has post, which is awesome. Means at least some of the mail's getting sorted, but not at any kind of quick rate. We could do with like a big mail room, I think, somewhere. Well, we'll just have to wait till we get some more space, because we're now pretty much full. I'm just waiting to get some money so we can actually expand the prison a little. Which is what we need to do. We could also do with... I want to get that one soon, because then it's nice and even size, and we can have a nice little clear passageway up to there to be concreted up, and you know, means that walking and everything is quicker to these areas of the prison. How is everyone doing? Everyone seems to be in pretty good moods. 30, you know, a couple of prisons have serious complaints, but most people are just hungry, but that's okay. It's going to be breakfast time soon. And there should be plenty of food around for all of the prisoners. Though it doesn't look like it's been cooked fast enough. You know, this area seems to be struggling slightly to get all the food it needs. So we might need a couple more cooks, I think. We might also get another meal on the go. If we go to the regime, we might get eat time just here. There you go. Actually, we'll have it here. And then they can have free time. And for their lunch break, they can have yard for an hour. And they can have free time for an hour. There we go. There, that solves a lot of the problem, I think. Which is great. Looks like all of our medium sec have work. So now it's like a yard break time. Everyone gets some time in the yard. Means they can exercise or stuff like that. So do we only have 4 protective custody at the minute? It does look like that way. Which is great. Yeah, now they have some free time. Unfortunately with our protective, it does seem that work free time doesn't quite work. So they can just have free time. And a longer yard time. And then they can have some lockup as well. So they're not having too much free time, because then that looks like we're being too soft on them. We don't want to be too soft on our prisoners. Even if they are in protective custody. Oh, it looks like we have enough money to buy that plot of land now. There we go. More land. Which will become a nice high security facility when we have lots of money, because perimeter walls cost a lot. So we just need to save up a little bit. Get someone to pass this general education course and, you know, we'd be set. So now it's eat time again. There you go. Everyone can eat their food. Hopefully this is going to stop people getting starving. And it gives them the well-fed options for longer, which is great. So we could probably do with a couple more cooks. We'll get to 35 cooks, I think. And then that should be enough. No prisoners were assigned to that canteen. Oh, it looks like they've all been moved back into this cell block. Why? Okay. Weird. Weird stuff is happening. But that's okay. So we've got 5 prisoners going tomorrow, which is great. So enforcement. Don't know why that did that, but hey, we'll just have to wait and see if it does it again. All of our other deployment ones, okay, no, that's gone weird too. That's all meant to be minimum security. Okay, that should be okay now. I hope. Anyway, so we've got 6 minimum securities arriving tomorrow. Must be for all this area. Just all seems to have gone a bit weird. Deployment seems to be okay now though. Don't think any of that was meant to be hidden, which is awesome. Okay, so for today we'll start planning, I think, our maximum security zone. So the way in, and it's just going to be perimeter walls, this is, to about here. And perimeter wall all the way around the outside. This bit's going to change to the perimeter wall as well. So, be like this. And like this. Oh. Chief. Oh, Jesus Christ. Who is it? Who is our new legendary prisoner? So you are now going to be in not protective. Maximum security. Luckily enough, it didn't ruin my planning too much, which is great. Good thing we're investing in this. Oh, okay. We'll get this way. Probably easier. We're starting to invest in our maximum security unit. So down here is going to be Supermax. So about there, that'll be a little way in, like so. And then we will have the unit here. But we're also going to have it, so up here is going to be a yard. About there. There we go. There. So it has a yard. And it's going to have canteen, a little solitary area. The solitary cells are going to be basically proper cells again, just so, because you know these people are going to be in solitary for a long time. These ones are extra big. Right, and then we'll have some showers down here. And let's move this up one. There we go. So that will be one lot of cells. Planning. And that can be a big dormitory. Here we'll have they can have a small common room, which will just go like this, I think. There you go. They have a small common room. And then we'll have more cells just here. That could be a big one. And then some more cells here. It's going to be a nice big facility. There we go. So that will be our Supermax area. Yeah, plenty of space for them. Nice big canteen area. Showers, a small common room and a yard. And now we will focus on... We'll do a shakedown as well while I keep planning. Just because we can, we might get some more people out of it. Now this is going to have a similar theme to the medium security, as we will have... Oh wait, wrong way. As we will have a yard in the middle, just so it's hard for people to throw stuff in. There we go. So they will have a kitchen, which is going to do both the Supermax and the maximum security area. We will have a canteen, which will be the entrance point. And then we will have some solitary cells just there. Okay. Then we'll have the corridor. And then we'll have the yard, which will go like this big. There we go, that's going to be the yard. And we'll have cells up to about here, and that's going to be lots of facilities. And we'll have the showers just here like this. There we go. So now we should be able to build ourselves loads of cells. Okay, so we've got quite a few people in solitary. We'll wait for them to get there, and then we'll see how many we can get as informants. There you go. It's like the perfect sized little bit. Now this is going to be quite a big facility, but hopefully it will be able to cater for all of the needs. What I'm hoping for. There we go. There we go. Some more cells. There. So then this is going to be solitary, so these ones are going to be slightly bigger because we can make them slightly bigger. Actually, we're going to move these ones so they go like this and all the way down. There we go. They don't need to have corridors all the way around the yard. And then this leads into this solitary area, which, you know, just to make sure we have enough cells with maximum security and everything, because they will be getting in trouble a lot more than everything we're used to. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. There. Again, for this area they can just walk through the yard and get to all of these bits. Now this should easily get us up to 200 prisoners doing these 2 bits. I was hoping we'd be making a bit more money, so actually when I finish planning it we could build some of it, but doesn't look like that's going to be the case. We'll also get another set just here. Oh, that can just be a big one. And oh, that didn't go to plan. There we go. There. That should be enough cells. And there's a canteen and everything for them. And then up here, we will have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That can be 2 rooms, then we'll have a corridor, then we'll have 1 room, another 2 rooms actually. Then we'll have 1 room, which is going to be the workshop, and then here we will have a corridor, and split it into 2 rooms. So that should be enough rooms. We can always turn that into like a common room area if we don't have space for that. Now we just gotta wait and save up some money and hope that someone decides to pass this general education course. That's all I want. Anyway, this is where we'll leave this episode of Prison Architect. Please like if you've enjoyed this episode, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!